Welcome and thanks for joining us for another session of our VU Elevenses program. We're sharing our program with our community in this time of need as we all continue to work together and adapt to the changes required of us to manage COVID-19. I'm Alex, thanks for joining me. In this session, we'll present a few ideas of mindfulness strategies that are designed for kids. Children are experiencing tension, stress, irritability, tiredness and worry during this time, including the additional challenge of remote schooling. And as parents or teachers, we'll work through some simple strategies that you can do with the children in your care. Mindful superhero poses. This is a way to help children become familiar with the concept and practice of mindfulness, bringing our attention to the present, taking a break from what's happened before and what might be to come. So encourage your kids to think of strong and brave poses that they can make and hold, somewhere in the home where it is quiet and they are comfortable. Ask them to think of their favourite and strongest superhero. It might be Superman, Wonder Woman, Thor, Captain Marvel. The list is endless. There are two main options. The first is a pose that is practiced by standing with their feet just wider than their hips, hands clenched into fists, and arms straight and reaching for the sky, stretching out the body to be as tall as possible and holding this for around 30 seconds while breathing deeply and slowly. And the second pose is again standing with feet wider than hip width apart, hands clenched into fists and placed on the hips. Now, staring off strongly into the distance is a must. Try one or both of the poses for a couple of rounds and ask the kids how they feel after doing these poses, and encourage them to try this again a few times a week. Mindful superhero senses. This is another strategy to help kids focus their attention on the present. Think of a superhero that has extra special senses. It might be Spider-Man or Batman. They can turn on their superhero senses to focus on sight, sound, smell and touch, just like their superheroes need to stay aware of what's happening around them, to build their skills in being observant and curious. It's handy for kids to practice this anytime they're getting caught up in their feelings and thoughts. So let's work through the Notice 3 Things technique together that uses superhero senses. Pause for a moment. Look around and notice 3 things that you can see. Bring your attention to 3 things in your immediate environment. Pick something that you don't normally notice, like a shadow or a small scratch on the wall. Listen carefully and notice 3 things that you can hear. The 3 things that are in the background. This might be the chirp of a bird, the hum of the refrigerator, or the faint sounds of traffic from the nearby road. Now bring your awareness to 3 things that you're currently feeling in contact with your body, like how your clothes feel against your skin, the feeling of a breeze, or your feet against the floor. Finally, do all of these things at the same time. Looking, hearing, and feeling. If you don't have time to try this, all 3, pick one for a quick shift of your attention to the present. Now last is the mindful heartbeat. This is an activity that helps kids focus on the sensations in the body, which can help shift attention from feeling stressed, anxious and frustrated. It might be good to use when kids are in the middle of remote schooling, feeling stuck on a task or overwhelmed by trying to work things out without as much contact that they would usually have with their classroom teacher. Encourage kids to gently redirect what they are doing and feeling by taking a short break. Stop what they're doing and stand up. Either jump up and down on the spot, run on the spot with high knees, or do some jumping jacks for 1 minute. And once that minute is over, get them to place their hand on their heart and pay attention to how their heartbeat and breathing feels. Noticing the increased heart rate and the faster breathing is a way to redirect focus. Spend a moment noticing how the breathing becomes slower and deeper once they've stopped jumping or running. This technique can help provide a sense of energy and motivation to return to what they were doing. We invite you to explore our other videos and please get in touch with any questions or comments. Our brief progressive muscle relaxation video is also great for kids. Remember to encourage kids to use these mindfulness techniques as often as you can so they can get the most out of it.